Hi, so I've had a few emails asking for some more training tips, and this time people have been asking me about the head and where it should be and how it should move and stuff like that, and what's the relationship between the head and the rest of the body. Okay, this one is a very much misunderstood subject. And it's the sort of thing that when people come to train with me personally, they get the idea of how the head should move. Now, um, the head really leads so many things. Now, it seems odd. Now, I don't mean over dramatic movements where you pile your head across to one side to swing something, but it's little subtle movements that set everything else off in motion. Now, for years and years and years, I've been teaching people that, for example, when they're doing some kind of defensive movement or offensive movement, that the head really should lead what's going on. For example, take a sprawl, something like that. And most people, when they do that, they will just kick the legs back and do the sprawl, get back up, jog on the spot, repeat. But what they're doing is they're just kicking the legs back. So the legs really are the ones leading the movement. What they should really be doing is getting their head from whatever level it's currently at to the correct level as fast as possible. And when the head drops, your legs are going to go back, and you'll find that you speed up and you sprawl much faster just doing something like that. The other little drill that we do with people is off of a simple jab. We start it light and slow so people can understand how the head's leading it. So you've got to imagine that your head is like, think of it like a laser, and the laser dot is pointing where you want to go, and you've got to zoom your head to that laser as fast as you can to that dot. Now that dot might be, at the side of somebody's body so you can get round them ready to do a takedown, or move in close so you can strike, whatever it may be. But we'll do this drill off of a simple jab. And to get people used to the movement, first of all, because we're just learning, we'll do it so that the jab comes out and it stays there for a little bit too long. At which point the person doing the defense, if you like, remembering this is just a drill to learn, they already know how to slip, they already know how to slip and move and throw a punch and stuff like that. But now they're going to slip and move in real fast. And the only way really to do that properly, or with the highest degrees of success, I won't say properly, but with the highest degrees of success, is to drive that head into the correct position. Now it seems counterintuitive, it seems like you're putting yourself in danger, but in fact, by doing it that way, you're in less danger than moving your feet in and then trying to move your head in, because your head, if you move your feet in first, your head is held back for that split second, and then as it starts to move in, that's when you get counted on the way in. If your head goes first, there's a lot less chance of getting counted. Now, obviously, monkeys fall out of trees, everything can go wrong, you can still get counted, of course, but we're looking at the highest rate of success. So this drill will start with the person's hand out and they move in, and then the jab gradually speeds up till it's done full speed, full power, where you're actually trying to smash the guy's face off, and his job is to get in on you. Now, it depends on what the situation is and what you like to do, but to try and prove to people how much faster they can be, we want them to get in on the guy underneath the jab, round the side, and almost be behind them. And you'll be amazed that once you learn how to move that head properly, how fast you appear to be. Now, it takes practice, it takes some level of understanding, it takes some drilling, but it's amazing how fast you'll pick it up. In fact, on the last training camp, Everybody picked it up in a matter of minutes, and I mean minutes. They were able to zoom in on somebody, take their back if they want to, get to the side of them, get to the back of them, off of a full speed, full power jab. And quite often, people were there, the ones who really got it quick, really fast, they were there before that jab had retracted. And that's how fast you can get to the side or to the back of somebody if you've got this head movement right. And it doesn't take much to learn. You just got to start light, start slow, and get that understanding of getting that head there. Because once you zoom the head there, the rest of you will follow. We've all heard the saying, you know, where the head goes, the body follows. And that's absolutely true. But you need to be controlling where your head goes, not the other person. So the key is to zoom that head in. You know, use that laser dot analogy if you want. Think of it that way. See where you want to be going. Move. Get that head in. The body will follow, and then you've got your techniques to follow, whether it be strikes, grabs, takedowns, throws, whatever it may be. But if you know that from a decent jab that's coming out, full speed with retraction, that you can get in on somebody or even behind them before they can retract that jab, you've got a real good chance of landing what you want to land. Because you can use that same principle of moving the head to get in, throw your strike and get out. To get in, throw your strike, tie them up, whatever it may be. It's a very, very important concept for people to get. And you can use it sport, self-defense, whatever you want. Very, very important that you get the head right. Now the head will also move on the strikes. It initiates the movement of the rest of the body. Now, it's very difficult to explain properly. It's obviously 10 times easier face to face, and you can just show the little nuances and the tiny little changes that are needed to make it work. But effectively, it's just this sort of like a boom in the head, this like boom, this like boom. And once that goes, the rest of the body's ready to go, and then you can start applying your waveforms, your strikes, your throws, takedowns, everything. That head movement is critical to getting that dynamic bang into everything that you do, whether that be just the movement going in, the strike, the lock, everything. It starts from the head. We all hear the thing about punches starting from the feet, and to an extent that's true. But that head movement allows the body to start, then the push off from the feet and away. Don't break it down. Don't make it like move my head, now I'm going to try and throw a punch. It's not like that. It's a continuous boom, because the head can move and move away, and you can get it strike and out, and you'll be amazed how much faster you will appear to be, and in fact probably will be, but you will appear to be so much faster to the other guy. Now, many times, especially in MMA, you see some very, very lazy jabs. You see the punch go out pretty quick, and quite often once it's gone out there, the hand will drop down before it retracts. And you know, okay, it's easily said, obviously it's not as easily done, but they're very, very much open to an over-the-top right-hand counter, especially if you understand timing, distance, and this head movement to come away from the punch, slam your head back towards it, and throw that counter. You will be amazed at how quick you can land that right hand. And then you'll be amazed that you can actually start to throw things like a right hand lead, you know, if you're orthodox. It makes a huge difference to what you're doing. And it's a very much, like I said, very much misunderstood subject. It's something that you need to drill. It does not take long. And once you've got it, it's like riding a bike. You'll never forget, and you'll be, you know, it will start to transform what you're doing. It's a great little addition that you need to put in there. And I teach it to all my guys. And anybody who's trained with me, anybody who's been on a training camp, especially the one that we just did this year, those people there, they were zooming in so fast they couldn't believe it. And we proved it going in on somebody. We proved it on the attack where somebody's trying to get away. They couldn't, well, no, so you can never say could never But it was very, very, very much more difficult to defend against an incoming attack for, say, a single or a double or just getting in on somebody. It was very, very much more difficult to defend it once that head movement was right. It made you much, much faster. Not only does it make you faster going in, it makes you faster for your defense. And as long as you, like I said before, as long as you understand timing and distance, it makes you very quick to get away and very quick to counter. And it's subtle little movements. Now, they don't have to be in one plane. They can be in several planes, moving around. It's up to you to get the principle on board and try it in different scenarios. Like I said, start light with it, start fairly steady with it, and gradually build it up until you know you can do it in a full-on, proper, open spar, stroke, fight scenario. Anyway, that's how the head works, or part of it anyway. And I hope you enjoyed it. More next time.